Addicted is showing on Maurice Sam TV. Do what to watch if you haven't seen it yet. Now, this movie talks about two young individuals who fell in love and decided to explore. They are both from responsible family, but these two individuals decided to be irresponsible. They just wanted to enjoy life, take nothing serious. But at a point, it got to extent that their family was worried and time was also moving. So they got into troubles upon troubles upon troubles. And this guy's best friend had to remind him of how he is wasting away his life. So he ended up his relationship with this toxic girlfriend. Years later, they discovered that they were good apart and together they were toxic. So yeah, Addicted is showing on Maurice Sam. If you haven't seen it, do what to watch. Now, let's talk about the characters in the movie. Let's start with Maurice Sam. Now, this is a movie where Maurice Sam was a very confused character. The character he was playing, that was a confusion. He changed his good ways just to please his girlfriend, and that was a very bad bad decision he took. I mean, he because of love. So he did that because of love. With his role in this movie, I think that the character where he was playing the good and responsible son, that was the character that I think I like. It was more connecting than the one he was playing bad boy character. But the bad boy character wasn't it at all. He wasn't giving something you could relate to. You could not connect with what he was doing. Even when he was trying to rob, the robbery scene bad, the attacking scene bad, the scene where he was correcting people, a guy, because the guy was talking to his girlfriend. Nah, it wasn't giving. But the other part where he tried to be responsible and things like that, I think that was the part of him in this movie that was kind of giving. The others wasn't at all. And his costume was a bit dicey for me. Costume was a problem, a huge problem for me. I don't think I see him in the costume that he wore. You are in a club and you're not dressing like somebody who was going to the club. In general, yeah, Maurice Sam's movie, his costume are always questioned. He doesn't invest in costume for himself. His other characters are okay, but himself, he doesn't dress well or wardrobe wise for his personal movies are always a problem. I don't think he even invests in that. Or he has a costume. I'm sure he has a costume, but there's just a problem with his costume. Then let's talk about Teniola. Teniola just recently joined YouTube Space and she has been doing an amazing job. This movie, she was fantastic. She was the addicted person in this movie. The title was actually for her, I think. She was addicted to just living that life, the rugged life, just being irresponsible, just to enjoy life, attack people, have fun, go to club. In this movie, Teniola was in a very special element. She was spectacular in her role. She was confident in whatever she was wearing. Most of her scenes were just superb. The scenes where she was making out with Maurice, you could see that Maurice was holding back. She was giving her all. Scenes where she was dancing, giving her all, crying. You could feel her emotions when, Maurice broke up with her. She was giving those emotions, the broken heart emotions. Teniola in this movie was just spectacular. I don't even know how to describe her. In this movie, she did really, really well. Then talking about her costume, again, I keep saying that Maurice himself doesn't give off that vibe as someone who looks a part in a movie in terms of costume, but the characters are always good. Teniola, for example, was confident in everything that she wore here. At a point, I'm like, whoa, this dress, can she do what she wants to do in the movie? And surprisingly, she does them effortlessly. Tenny's costume was 10 over 10. They were all giving. Even after, she turned a new leaf, she tried to, make something out of her life. She dressed the part. Costume was spectacular. Then let's talk about the lady that was the bestie to Maurice. She was an okay character. The only issue I had with her character was that she was a doctor. And a doctor without a clinic, without an office, nothing like that. I'm like, whoa, maybe, I don't know, that was a huge letdown. A whole doctor without doing her proper checking, the proper work, nothing like that. She was just in the house all throughout, giving diagnosis, and you're not even seeing her in a professional way. She was just like, it's as if the way you have someone who is a professional and is at home doing nothing, doesn't go to work, diagnoses you without proper checking, test, things like that. And that was the only thing I did not like about this her character at all. Aside that, her dialogues with Maurice was okay. Acting wise, I didn't even feel any emotions from her. Even as much as she had a thing for Maurice's character, I didn't feel that. So that was another letdown. Let's talk about the woman that played. Both mothers actually were also very spectacular in their characters. Typical African mother. They did their thing in this movie. That was really good. And their costume, the mother's costumes were on point. Their makeup, hair, like everything just looked properly done. And one of my favorite scenes were also the making out scenes in the car. I was like, whoa, Teniola, this lady is just giving the acting. She was giving it a whole, and that was something that I really like about it. And then also the club scenes were very interesting. Disappointing scene was the robbing scene, and also we didn't have a scene where they got attacked. We just saw something that a scene where Maurice came up with bruises or bandages claiming to be attacked. That was disappointing. You should have seen the scene, and that would have been more entertaining. And also the other scene that was a letdown was where the Maurice kind of attacked, not the car hijacking one. There was another one in a hotel room or something like that. That was also a big letdown as well. And then talking about how they were also talking about defrauding people, we didn't see any sign like that. Surface acting, that was a big letdown. But it's actually a good movie, interesting movie. If you haven't seen it, Addicted. It is on Maurice Sam TV. Do what to watch. And rating this movie, I will give it. How should I rate this movie? I'll definitely give this movie a 5 over 10. Let's just be an average for it. Let's just give it an average rating. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Teniola was really, really good in this movie. I'll see you all in the next video.